again, my students. Today our lesson is going to be about modals of possibility and advice. What does that mean? It means like when we use the modal verbs. What are the modal verbs? They are like should, could, might, and so on. Okay, now the first thing we have to know that when you make suggestions or give advice, the verb you use shows how strongly you feel about your idea. So the verb or the modal verb that you use shows how strongly you feel about your idea. Like, use the modal could or might, so could or might plus the base verb or the base form of the verb, which is verb 1, when you don't feel very strongly about your idea. So when you are not, or when you don't feel very strongly about your idea, you use could or might plus the verb 1. Okay, could or might plus verb 1. Let's have a look here. The court could convict an innocent person, or the court might convict an innocent person. Here, could or might, we use them because we don't feel very strongly about our ideas. Okay, so here after could and might we must use verb 1. So after could and might must be used verb 1. Okay, so subject, the modal verbs, then the verb 1, then the object or the sentence complement. Okay, so when you don't feel very strongly about your idea, you use could or might plus the verb 1. Now, we use should or should not plus the base form, which is the verb 1, when you feel more strongly. Okay, so that one don't feel very strongly about your idea, but here you feel more strongly about your idea. So when you feel more strongly about your idea, you use should or should not plus verb 1, like this. You should try to remember details when you report a crime. So you should try to remember. Here, I'm more strongly about my idea. I feel more strongly about my idea. Okay? You should not leave out any details when you report a crime. So, again, should or should not, feel more strongly about your idea, and remember, after should and should not must be verb 1 again. Okay? Now, we have to use, or we use have to, or must not, plus the verb 1 when you feel very strongly about an idea. Okay? So when you feel very strongly about an idea, we use have to, or must not. Now, must not, it's the negative of must and the negative of have to. Okay, so the negative form of have to is must not, and the negative form of must is must not. Okay, so these have to or must not plus the verb 1, we use them when we feel very strongly about our idea. Okay, and this is what I said, the negative of both have to and must is must not. This is what I said already. Let's have a look at these sentences. People have to show respect in court. People have to show respect in court. So here I feel very strongly about my idea. And after have to, after must not, after must, there must be again what? Verb 1. Okay? So these are everything about the modal verbs. The modal verbs. Here we are focusing on should, should not, have to, must or must not, and could, and what else? Let's have a look again together. And also what? Might. Okay, so could, might, should not, have to, must or must not. And also you have to remember, after all of these modal verbs, we should use verb 1. Okay, so remember, might and could not or don't feel very strongly about our idea, but should or should not more or feel more strongly about our idea, and have to, must or must not We use them when we feel very strongly about our idea. Okay? And here we have some exercises. I hope you do them, and I hope you understood my lesson today. And of course, you have any question, don't forget to ask, and write the answers of these exercises down below in the comments. And that's it. Bye bye.